I want to try to explain Salud's mission to support vineyard workers and to reduce that to a more human scale. These are the tanks I ferment Pinot Noir in. Each tank will produce about 18 barrels of Pinot Noir. That means it takes about 20 of these each year. These are the barrels that we store Pinot Noir in. It takes about 400 barrels like this to make our production. And each barrel holds 300 bottles of Pinot Noir. A grapevine, like this one, produces enough clusters to produce just one bottle of wine. In any particular vintage, then, I need 100,000 of these grapevines grown through their entire growing season just for my production. That requires the work of 20 farm workers here full-time, care for our vines, and at the peak times of the season, when we're leaf pulling, when we're cluster thinning, and when we harvest, as many as 40 additional people. If you multiply that by 200, you get the idea of the scope of the effort it takes to make Oregon wine.
We spend a lot of time at work. Right now we're working 11 hours a day. We've been working 11 hours from last almost 2 months, 7 days a week. We spend more time at work than in our houses.
¿Cómo usa Salud y para ti qué es Salud?
Para mí Salud es...
For me, Salud is a really important program. It's dental, medical, and sometimes chiropractic visits are helped through the Salud program. For my family and myself, this is really important. It's fantastic that when I need help, I can pick up the phone and call Leda or Miriam, and they're always available. There's somebody that I can call that I know is there to help me if I have a problem or just a question, either with the program or with anything medically related. I have never been to a place or heard of a place that has a program quite like Salud. And we're a small industry. We're an industry where we're pretty close. We know all the workers' families. We're friends with each other. And when you see a need, it's a need that needed to be filled. And just a testament to how much we care about our vineyards and our farm workers.
Without an entity like Salud, preventative health care would not be available to most of the folks in this valley. And the interesting thing is, those folks at Salud are so kind-hearted, they don't turn anybody away.
The thing that resonates with me about Salud is just the idea of providing health care to people who don't have access to health care. As a small business, we struggle to provide health care for our staff. It's phenomenally expensive, and you try to provide them with the best health care that you can afford, but I know there are people out there that have absolutely nothing. And I think that, for me, is what Salud is all about, being able to make sure that those people have some type of coverage if they're not provided by their employer, and so many of our vineyard workers are not covered.
Without Salud looking after the health of the workers, my guess is that workers will not be able to look after the wealth of the vines. So it's a mutual interest.
The need for Salud has never been greater. The need for the industry is going to grow. And I urge you tonight to please give kindly from your heart and your wallets to help those that we all depend upon, our industry, their families, and for Oregon Pinot Noir.
After 20 years of Salud, I look forward to the next 20 years. Salud to all of you. Thank you so much.